Recently, the awards ceremony for the 28th Critics' Choice Awards was held in Los Angeles on Sunday, January 15th at the Fairmont Century Plaza Hotel, hosted by comedian Chelsea Handler. Popular Korean series such as Pachinko and Extraordinary Attorney Woo were nominated in the category of Best Foreign Language Series, and its drama Pachinko with actor Lee Min Ho, who wins the Critics' Choice Awards 2023 in the category Best Foreign Language Drama Series. Congratulations to the Pachinko team, praised by the press and critics around the world in 2022 and 2023 for receiving this prestigious award. Lee Min Ho's passionate performance of his role that made the world Pachinkoholic can be watched on Apple TV+. It is an adaptation of the 2017 novel Pachinko by writer Lee Min-jin. Soo-hyo made a screen adaptation and Kogata and Justin Chon directed it. The story in the novel is based on real events, while all the characters are fictional. The plot is based on the story of several generations of Korean immigrants living in Japan from 1910 to the present days. Pachinko consists of 8 episodes. The first episode premiered in the beginning of April 2022 and the last episode at the end of April 2022. Pachinko has been nominated for 20 Primetime Emmy Awards and it has won 7 of them. Fortunately, it is confirmed that second season of the show will be premiered in 2023, so we'll be able to follow the story of Sanja and her family further. If you want to refresh your memory about Pachinko and you already read the book and you are not afraid of any spoilers, stay with me. Lee Min Ho as Ko Han-soo in the drama is a Korean who works for the Japanese. He is a new fish broker in a Japanese-occupied Korean village. Born on Jeju Island, he moved with his father to Japan in the city of Osaka when he was 12. In his snow-white Panama hat and white western suit, he is likened to an elegant bird with milky white plumage in the book. Han-soo, who is 34, begins an affair with 16-year-old Sanja after he saves her from being raped by Japanese teenagers. Han-soo falls in love with her once and forever. With her, he feels like a boy again. However, when Sanja informs him of her pregnancy, he confesses to her that he is already married and has 3 daughters. Although Sanja refuses to become his mistress, he begins to observe her life from a distance and protect her. He did a lot for her and for her family, but not forget the culture in which the events took place. Then the honor of the family was above all, and Han-soo tainted the Sanja's family, and no amount of his help could fix it. To make matters worse, he is connected to the Yakuza. Yakuza is personified with cruel, dirty, inhuman people who are ready for anything for the sake of money and power. In wartime, they heavily exploited the Koreans. And in the case of Han-soo, he is a Korean who exploited the Koreans. Although Han-soo didn't consider himself to be either Korean or Japanese. This man believed only in himself. To make a name for themselves, Han-soo and his father-in-law started out in the loan business, brutalizing the poor who needed money. And then they joined to the Yakuza. Being a poor boy from Jeju without family support, it is obvious that he had to use every opportunity and act immorally to amass wealth and achieve power in Japan. Despite the call from Sanja, Han-soo always behaves calmly and carefully around her. She had never witnessed his dark side, but the darkness was always there in him. A vivid example of his cruelty and aggressiveness is how he almost killed his young mistress because she annoyed him. She dared to distract him. The girl had a completely broken face and miraculously survived, although Han-soo apparently wouldn't be upset if she died. Lee Min Ho during one interview said that this character firmly stuck in his head and would not let him go soon. To get the role of Sanja, actress Kim Min-na, who doesn't have a lot of acting experience, went through many difficult and exhilarating stages of casting that lasted for months. On the last day of the audition, she called her mother and said, "If I don't get this part, I won't regret it because I did my best." One of the directors of the TV series Kogonada later said that they were not going to cast a little-known actress, but they were not able to refuse her, fascinated by her acting. Everyone kept asking, "Who is Sanja?" "Because no one knew me," says Kim. I was scared. What if I disappoint them? As a result, many argue that she was able to brilliantly convey the image of Sanja. Probably there is no film or series adaptation which would satisfy all readers. After all, each reader has his own images formed in his mind, and each in his own way represents the events taking place. In the novel, the story of Sanja and her family is told in chronological order, beginning with her birth and ending with the story of her grandson Solomon. And in the screen adaptation, Sanja's undertakings are compared with the struggle of Solomon. Apparently, this is such a move to show how the act of young Sanja influenced her entire future life and her family. I'm eager to see in the second season son of Hansu and Sanja, Noah. Mozasu, Sanja's son by Isaac, and Noah grew up together, both believing that they are Isaac's children. Only later does Noah learn that the man he idolizes isn't his real father, but his true father is a Yakuza member who paid for his university studies. After learning the truth, Noah can't accept the blood of his father. He considers himself cursed. Not only did he suffer all his childhood and all his life, and he was constantly hounded and considered insignificant because of his nation, now the bitter truth about his father and mother fell upon him. He renounces his family, quits a prestigious university, and tries to start a new life. At the same time, he doesn't tell anyone that he is Korean, and as a child he dreamed of being Japanese, and then he realized that he didn't want to be either one or the other, but just wanted to be himself. And now he lives in Japan and does bookkeeping for a Japanese pachinko owner, marries and has children. Eventually, after years of living under an assumed name, Hansu finds him again. Distraught by the fact that he can neither accept nor escape from his past, Noah commits suicide. Thus, from one side, Hansu is the one thanks to whom Sanja and her family managed to survive during hard times, and on the other, it is Hansu's control over Sanja's family harmed her family so much. On such a sad note, my video comes to an end. What do you think of the series? Are you waiting for the second season? Write in the comments. Thanks for watching, see you soon.